how to turn your gifts into a brand that impacts the world. Welcome to Built with Purpose. If you've ever felt like your gifts were too different or scattered to build something meaningful, this video is for you. I'm Jamel Lewis. I'm a creative, husband, dad, brand builder, worship leader, and unapologetic dreamer. And today, I want to walk you through how I took my natural gifts and built businesses, impact, and income without needing millions of followers or a perfect plan. Because if I can do it, you can do it. The first thing I want to talk about is the gift you keep ignoring. So let me take you back for a minute. From an early age, I was always being called on, whether it was to lead a song in church or give a speech in school. And I never really understood why. I didn't think of myself as even the best singer or the most confident speaker or even the smartest one in the room. But something about me stood out. And looking back, those moments were shaping the leader inside of me. I didn't know it yet, but those natural gifts, those things I did without thinking, they were actually seeds of purpose. So if you ever wondered if your gifts mattered, let me remind you, it's not random. You don't have to force what comes natural. And your gift doesn't need to go viral. It just needs to go to work. So today we're focusing on getting to work. Over the years, even most recently, I began to realize I was starting to have more conversations with businesses and business owners or organizations and leaders. And that same leadership in myself that I saw as a child, even now, I started to see we were sharing similar stories of failed partnerships or struggling to find solutions to certain problems and not having systems in place or a clear way to manage tasks or track our customer engagement and retention, right? So as I listened to these business owners over time, I realized they were going through the same things that I had to figure out on my own journey, learning who I am in business as a leader. And some of those same pain points that I was working through to build and protect my vision, those were the same problems they had in their systems: awareness, retention, and strategic content. That's when I realized my purpose wasn't just about what I could create for myself. It was about using those same systems to serve others. So there is power in finding out what you thought was your personal struggle, it actually being your professional calling. There are certain things that most creatives get wrong. So let me tell on myself for a minute. Here are 3 early mistakes I made. Number 1, I waited for everything to be perfect. I kept studying, taking courses, trying to get it just right, but I wasn't implementing. I was learning without doing. And let me tell you, information without execution is wasted energy. I've tried to do 10 things at once. So example, I'd be cleaning the house and just like running my business, half the dishes are done. Half the laundry's done. I got the trash in my hand, walking halfway through each task. I'm doing 5 things at once. And sure, it all gets done eventually. I don't know if that's just me, but not efficiently. In business, you can spread yourself or spread your focus too thin and you end up drained of energy and you're doing things that's not actually moving the needle. That's number 2. The third thing, I didn't protect my yes. I said yes to things that look good, but didn't grow good. Now my yes is reserved for purpose and progress. So here's what I want you to do. Pick one thing and give it 100%, then move on. So to anyone that's building their brand from scratch, here's the framework I use and I teach. It starts with your gift, then your message, which leads to your offer, and finally your presence. Listen, I help business owners, entrepreneurs, and organizations grow their presence online, create positive impact, and scale their businesses strategically in the digital space. That's what I do. It's not just a tagline, it's what I live. So your brand isn't just a logo. It's the story you're telling. It's the problem you solve. It's the feeling people get when they experience your work. So let's keep it simple. You're not just building a brand. You're building trust, you're building impact, and you're building legacy. It all starts with showing up. So the question is, what does it take to stay in the game? let's go ahead and talk about what really matters. For me, it's my faith, my family, and my focus. It's hard out here to balance, right? Your business, for me, my marriage, my family, fatherhood, my creativity. It's days when I feel overlooked, undersupported, or stretched too thin, right? But legacy isn't built in a week. It's built in the quiet weeks when no one's clapping and you keep showing up anyway. I started to build my Monday mission. So that's one thing every week that pushes the vision forward. One thing every week that'll push my vision forward. No excuses. Mission Monday. We on a mission this week. The mission this week is X, Y, or Z because someone is waiting on what you're building. So a word to the creative who feel overlooked. If you've ever been stuck, the creative that's been distracted, the creator that's been discouraged. I get it. I've lived it. But I promise you, what's inside of you is needed. There's a lane only you can lead. So here's what I want you to do. Subscribe, comment purpose if this hit home, and DM me a message. DM me brand or whatever, anything. If you're ready to build something real, you don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to start. Build with purpose and be driven by your vision. Let's go.